Well, with a new week comes new tea, from Damar Hamlin to Prince Harry and Coachella to dirty bed sheets. We've got all that and more on this week's episode of Pop the Tea. So we've got a great show ahead, and before we kick into it, I just want to remind you that I am also on TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch, all at Starr, aka Virtual. That's Starr with 2 R's. So please make sure you follow and subscribe. Well, I gotta say that your prayers worked, because Damar Hamlin pulled through and he's been discharged after spending 9 days in the hospital after suffering cardiac arrest during last Monday night's football game. Now, things weren't looking good, and then miraculously, he took a turn for the better. Now, he was taken off the ventilator, and the first thing he asked was, "Did we win?" Well, his doctors said, "Yes, Damar, you won. You've won the game of life." Now, next thing you know, he was able to FaceTime with his team, and now I heard he's applied for 2 trademarks. One is "Did we win?" and the other is "3 is back." And he plans to use the phrases on items like t-shirts, hats, jackets, mugs, and more. And of course, proceeds are going to go to first responders as well as the UC Trauma Center as a way to give back. That is so amazing. Well, Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott have broken up once again, and this comes after the two spent the holiday apart. Now, she was in Aspen with her friends and family while he was seen around Miami. You might remember they broke up once before, a little less than a year after Stormy Baby was born, but then they ended up getting back together. And they also popped out another kid, a little boy whose name we're still waiting to find out. We only know him for now as Wolf. We also can't forget the cheating allegations that Travis was first with this girl who goes by the name 𝗦𝗧𝗔𝗥𝗕𝗦𝗬, who ironically resembles Kylie. Now there's another girl in the mix. Her name is Sarah Snyder. And first, the girl went live on Instagram from a private jet, and it sure looks like Travis was on that jet. Well, this video came out and it's gone wild on TikTok. Let's take a look.
I be in a loop, she be in a group, Brody want a friend.
Not to mention, word on the street is the reason him and Kylie were really broken up is because he allegedly got someone pregnant, and they're saying 𝗦𝗧𝗔𝗥𝗕𝗦𝗬 is the pregnant one. Now, nothing's been confirmed, but we all know how the TikTok sleuths can get. Usually they're never wrong, so we're gonna just sit back, watch it all unfold. And is it me, or has this relationship just seemed like a fake one from the start? Prince Harry's new memoir is out, and he's dropping more bombs than your toilet has seen in a year. It's titled Spare, and he says it's a raw account of his life and how he's the spare to his brother, Prince William, who's the heir. Now, he reveals a lot of private things, including his thoughts on his mother, Princess Diana's death, how him and his brother begged his dad to not marry Camilla. He talked about the constant press leaks, his time serving in Afghanistan, how he suffers from anxiety and panic attacks, and even how he changed to be a better man for his wife, Meghan. Here's a little excerpt from Harry about why he's referred to as the spare.
In the book, Prince Harry talks about the different roles that each of them had, heir and spare.
When did you first hear that term, the spare?
My earliest memory back is probably when I was a teenager.
You say that you were 20 when you heard the story that your father, after your birth, said to your mom, "You've given me an heir and now a spare, my work is done."
That is what has been said.
Do you think that's true?
From the different places that I've heard it, yes. It may well have been a joke.
Was that a term people used in front of you?
It wasn't regularly used by the family in different scenarios, but there's a general understanding and a feeling that is, again, projected across the newspapers. I don't know where William and I would be on a relationship level if the British press weren't involved, but we would certainly be a hell of a lot closer than we are now.
How does the British press play into your relationship with William?
His life is very much chosen for him. Perhaps my life wasn't chosen for me, but equally I felt like I needed to make something of my life so that I didn't end up as a spare's spare. There was an expectation for him, and there was probably an expectation for me. And certainly from the British press's standpoint, it was, "You're the spare. We can do whatever we want with you. You're not allowed to defend yourself, you're not allowed to kick back," especially within the family construct that we have.
What would your mom think about what's happened to you and your brother?
I think she'll be sad that it is where it is now. So I believe that she would want reconciliation, and I hope that's what's achievable.
Anna Delvey, we all know her as the con artist that was depicted in the Netflix show Inventing Anna. Well, she's about to release her own reality TV show, and it's not going to be anything like what you think. It's actually going to show off the true Anna. persona, her personality. It's going to be about her art and design, and it's starting to be developed as we speak. Now, she's hoping to get a fair chance at this new opportunity to be able to show people the real her. You know, not the character that we all know. And she's also planning to launch a clothing line and a fragrance line. All I'm going to say is I hope that she puts out some merch that says, I do not have time for this. I do not have time for you. Well, it's weird when you don't hear planes flying overhead, and that happened today when an FAA system outage on the overnight caused a nationwide stoppage of flights. Over 4,000 delays and 729 nationwide cancellations happened when the system that's responsible for sending out flight hazards to pilots malfunctioned. Now, as of 9 a.m. Eastern this morning, the problem was fixed and flights are running again, but really sucks for everyone who was stuck in the airport just sitting around, people watching. At least that's what I would have been doing. Oh, and making TikToks, of course. The Coachella lineup was revealed, and it is incredible. You got Bad Bunny, Blackpink, and Frank Ocean. They are the main headliners, along with other big names including Idris Elba, Burna Boy, The Gorillaz, Becky G, Rosalia, The Kid Laroi, Latto, and even Calvin Harris. Now, it's going down in the desert of California, April 14th to 16th, and April 21st to the 23rd. Weekend passes, though, yeah, they're going to cost you. They start at $500, and pre-sale kicks off Friday at Coachella.com. Rihanna dropped a limited edition Gameday Savage by Fenty collection to celebrate her upcoming halftime performance at the Super Bowl. And I gotta tell you, it looks pretty dope. Now, here she is posing in a two-tone jersey, 2 pairs of sweatpants that say property of Fenty, and she's rocking a really cute beanie too. Now, there are 17 pieces in the launch, which includes hats, boxers, bandanas, hoodies, and more. Head over to SavageXFenty.com to shop before it's all gone, because there is some stuff that's already been sold out. The Chainsmokers, Drew Taggart and Alex Pal, apparently do everything together. They produce music together. They bang chicks together. Yeah, you heard that right. They just admitted on the Call Her Daddy podcast that they've had threesomes with fans on more than one occasion. And they said it was never planned, and none of the people were diehard fans wearing merch. So is that what went down in the backseat of the Rover? Someone is going to be waking up as a brand new billionaire on Saturday, hopefully. The Mega Millions jackpot, worth $1.35 billion, is now the second largest in Mega Millions history. And there have been no winners to date. And the next drawing's happening on Friday. So get yourself a ticket, because you could be the lucky winner and the next billionaire. And if you do win, I'll give you my Venmo. So you could just, drop a couple of dollars in there, a couple of $1 million. Did you hear about the 10-second toothbrush? It's called the Y brush. And something tells me dentists are not going to be a fan of this. It's like a mouth guard full of 35,000 bristles that clean all of your teeth at the same time. Now, it's been out in Europe for a while, and now it's here in the US. I get it, you'll save a lot of time, but I have questions. How deeply does it really clean? And what about your tongue? Clean teeth with bad breath? No thanks, I'll pass for now. Ladies, the next time you're out on a date and you end up at the guy's house, you might want to stay out of the bedroom. Apparently, 45% of men have admitted to letting their bed sheets stay on their bed for 4 months before washing them. Now, 12% said that they wash them when they remember. So that means we're talking maybe even longer than 4 months. Ugh, how disgusting. Especially knowing that guys sweat more than us ladies. You mean to tell me they don't smell any kind of stench? I mean, after hearing this, I don't know if I want to know how long they go before changing their towels. It's Girl Scout season, and there's a new cookie in town, the Raspberry Rally. It's a thin, crispy raspberry-infused cookie coated in chocolate, and is being called the sister flavor to the Thin Mint cookie. Now, if you know a Girl Scout, you could order directly with one from now till February 27th, but if you don't, it's okay. You're going to have to just wait till February 28th when you can order online, and of course, they will ship it directly to your home. And that about wraps up our show for today. Thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you join our live taping next week, and also make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel so you can get all the notifications. Catch us on Twitch as well, TikTok, and Twitter. You can find me at Starr, aka Virtual. That is Starr with 2 R's, aka Virtual. And I will catch you next week. Have a good one.